Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News Midday starts now.
Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to 23 ABC News at 11 a.m. I'm Jada Montemurano.
And I'm Veronica Costa. We start with breaking news from court. Gonzalo Garibay, who was convicted of second-degree murder, just got sentenced to 15 years to life in prison.
Garibay was recently convicted of second-degree murder by a Bakersfield jury after he killed his wife back in July of 2016. Garibay told police he got into an argument with his wife, Rosa Garibay, which ended with him strangling her and dumping her body.
23 ABC Scott Sheehan was in court this morning and says friends and family of the Garibays were there to hear the sentencing. Gonzalo was in a prison suit jumpsuit instead of a suit which he usually wore during trial. Before sentencing, the prosecutor read a statement from Rosa's sister saying her family wished her for life in prison without parole. Rosa's family still has questions.
Why specifically did it have to be? Like, why didn't he talk to us? Why didn't he find some help or something for his anger issues or anything? Instead of just taking it out and just ending a family member.
Both sides of the Garibay family had more people there today than at any other point in the trial. The judge did say Gonzalo can appeal this ruling. Now to news we've been covering all morning. A minor injury crash completely shutting down the southbound I-5 for hours.
A metal pipe in the roadway that caused two vehicles to crash, leading to the major backups in the area. According to CHP, an unknown big rig dropped a piece of large metal landing in that roadway. A different big rig then came in and hit that metal, lost control, and in turn hit a pickup truck carrying a trailer with cars.
And they were previously wrecked vehicles, so their damage looks much worse than it is. They were actually damaged vehicles that they were transporting to a different area.
That trailer spilled into the roadway along with the two previously wrecked cars it was carrying. Only the big rig and the pickup were involved in the crash. According to CHP, the driver of the pickup was transported to Henry Mayo Hospital with minor injuries. The scene is clear now and traffic should begin to move freely in that area.
Now a look at how Bakersfield remembers those in need. A group of vets decided to collect donations for those impacted by the Thomas fire that took some out of their homes and caused others to lose everything. The group, along with Danny P. from 99.3 and Danny Hill from 95.3 at Alpha Media, collected these donations from the Bakersfield community to give to the fire victims. 23 ABC spoke to Danny Hill, who says just because the fires have passed and donations have already been made doesn't mean the victims don't need these items still. He said the Bakersfield community came out to give items most may not think of donating.
I hope this is the stuff that maybe fills in the cracks, maybe the stuff that they didn't think about bringing, so these are the blankets, these are, the kitty litter. This is the, we got so many awesome donations.
They collected things like he said, blankets, animal goods, even microwaves. They loaded that up in trucks and left for Ventura around 8 a.m. this morning. They should now be at the fairgrounds dropping off these donations to FEMA, who will then distribute them to those in need from there. Also happening this morning, former Mayor Harvey Hall was inducted into the Rabobank Hall of Fame, an honor bestowed upon those that had a significant impact in the community. During his tenure, Bakersfield's 25th and longest serving mayor was presented more than 1,800 proclamations, nearly 11,000 certificates of appreciation, and nearly 1,000 ribbon cuttings. He also created hundreds of jobs through his company, Hall Ambulance. Devoted to inspiring Bakersfield's youth, Mayor Hall donated his entire mayor's salary to creating the Mayor's Scholarship Fund, awarding more than $250,000 in financial aid to hundreds of local college students.
To be able to join the other 14 outstanding citizens in our community and be honored in this way for a permanent display at the Rabobank, I'm very excited about that.
Former Mayor Hall is the 15th inductee into the Rabobank Hall of Fame. He joins Derek Carr, Congressman Kevin McCarthy, and Cesar Chavez. And now we're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Elena Rusk and take a look at our weather for today. You have beautiful pictures behind you.
Beautiful pictures for everybody except for the valley.
Oh.
We still have that terrible air quality. You can see it here on the horizon, all of that haze out there. The rest of our mountains have some beautiful clouds coming through. You can see this image out over the Curtin River Valley. I was just hearing from someone up in Tehachapi that they woke up to the smell of rain. I didn't see any on your Doppler this morning, but you did have enough moisture that maybe there were some scattered showers before the sun came up. And now that the sun is is up, you can see how much we've warmed up. Already 66 here in Bakersfield. That air quality unhealthy for everybody as we continue to see those clouds lifting through. They're not providing any cool, clean air. So with that, we're at 69 later today. This afternoon, or sorry, tomorrow afternoon, finally fresh air coming in. That means a fantastic weekend ahead. I'll talk much more about the better air quality for tomorrow and our next promising chance of rain coming up.
And dozens of law enforcement officers raided at least 9 homes in California City yesterday looking for illegal marijuana operations. 23 ABC was given exclusive access to those busts.
And those busts come on the heels of earlier crackdowns that police chief calls street-grade cannabis. 23 ABC's Natalie Taranjoli went along for this raid and has more.
California City Police have had a busy month. Thursday, officers cracking down on 3 homes for illegal marijuana operations.
With tonight, we're going to be around 9, maybe 10 different search warrants for illegal indoor grow operations.
Police targeting nearly a dozen homes in the last month, seizing around 2,000 pot plants Thursday night alone.
What we seized tonight is not medicinal grade. This is street grade cannabis that we've seized.
The first house, a marijuana growing operation on Bay Avenue near California City Boulevard and South Loop Boulevard. Living inside, a man, woman, and small child. Police arresting the 2 adults. The second, a home on Quezon Avenue and Euralia Road. A man was arrested and more than 1,000 plants were seized. Officials red tagging that home, marking it unlivable.
This is very dangerous. We have bare wires going throughout the home. It's a fire hazard. The city's code enforcement has inspected the home.
Hazmat teams and the California Department of Corrections Special Response Team delivered the manpower needed for that bust. Officers said the third home at Greenwood Avenue and 84th Street was an active indoor marijuana operation, but no one was living inside. Investigators are working on determining who is responsible for that operation. Hurtado says the chemicals used in illegal growing operations like the one going on at this house are harmful when they go down the drain and into the septic system.
And over a period of time, those chemicals can get into the city's groundwater supply and can affect our city's groundwater years from now.
As they see homes like the one Thursday night more often now, California City Police reminding the community that these homes are illegal and also dangerous. In California City, Natalie Taranjoli, 23 ABC.
Kern County leaders may have voted to ban the regulation and sale of marijuana last year, but now the issue could end up back in the hands of voters. An initiative has been filed with the Kern County Elections Division by a Riverside lawyer who represented marijuana investors before the city council last year. More than 13,000 signatures are needed to place the regulation of pot on the ballots as early as June 5th. The attorney spearheading the initiative, Ben Eilenberg, has also filed a similar appeal in San Bernardino County. If passed, the initiative would permit 32 medical marijuana storefronts and 2 retail cannabis stores, along with 5 million square feet of indoor cultivation.
And still to come here on 23 ABC News at 11 a.m., we'll lighten it up with some weekend events to look forward to.
From brides to lights to getting fit, we'll tell you all the exciting activities you have to look forward to around town next on 23 ABC. Welcome back, and if you need to get your pet spayed or neutered, then you can do that at Marley's Mutts Spay or Neuter. Now, this is a low-cost mobile clinic being held today in Wasco. Marley's Mutts is hosting the clinic at the Wasco Veterans Hall starting at 7:30 this morning. Wasco, Shafter, McFarland, and Delano residents are eligible to have their dogs spayed or neutered for just $30. The event runs until noon and is first come, first served. For more information, contact the number on your screen or go to marleysmutts.org.
Looking forward to tomorrow. The 29th annual Fog Run is now a day away, but it's not too late to register. The event is put on by the Kern County Probation Department to help at-risk youth and the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. The run is set for tomorrow morning, January 6th at Lake Ming. You can still register at Soul to Soul Sports, located at the Marketplace today between 1 and 7 p.m.
Christmas may be over, but you still have a chance to get the most out of the holidays. Now, tomorrow is the last day you can enjoy the 3 million light displays at the California Living Museum. The annual event kicks off at 5:30 p.m. and goes until 9 p.m. tonight and tomorrow. If you haven't made it out to CALM and don't make it out this weekend, you'll have to wait until December to see them again. For ticket prices and more information, go ahead and visit our website, turn to 23.com.
And if you need something to do on Sunday or looking to tie the knot sometime soon, you could get a head start by planning that big day by attending a bridal event this weekend. The annual event accommodates over 8,000 brides a year with vendors and wedding professionals. The ultimate bridal event is taking place this Sunday at the Bakersfield Marriott on Truxton Avenue. It starts at 1 p.m. and goes until 4. The first 100 brides will receive a gift bag full of goodies. To purchase your tickets, you can visit ultimatebridalevent.com. And now we'll send things over to Chief Meteorologist Elena Rusk to take it that beautiful look. You said the valley wasn't looking that great. It looks nice.
It's just the haze that's just kind of that bummer.
I can't see it this far away, so
right?
It's okay.
Yeah, just look very closely. be nearsighted, if you will. As we take a look outside, you can see the beautiful blue skies. We're already up to the mid to upper 60s for many of our valley locations, 60 up in Delano and Oildale, 50s in our mountain cities, and some 60s down into the desert as well. So as we all climb with these sunny skies, you can see how the main push of that moisture in the form of clouds is being pushed up to the north as that low pressure system then lifts into Washington and Oregon today. So coming into our area, it's pretty sunny and it's also pretty calm. These wind speeds for the most part in the single digits. Tehachapi, you'll have some 10 to 20 mile an hour winds today, so it's fresh and clean up there if you want to go get some better air quality, because for us here in the valley, it is again unhealthy for everybody. I think we're getting a little bit of improvement this evening and more so tomorrow, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But before then, we have to get to these hazy to mid to upper 60s for our highs today. Some spots could be up in the 70s, like the Grapevine, maybe us here in Bakersfield. You're going to see some mid 60s for Kernville and Isabella, lower 60s from Glenville to Tehachapi, Lebec, and Fraser Park. Only 58 in Bear Valley Springs and only 45 in Pine Mountain Club, with some 70s popping up in the desert if you're headed that way. So looking ahead, this ridge of high pressure just very weak. That's what's pushing this subtropical moisture up out of the way and helping to kind of boost that low out of the way. This is our weekend in between. We're going to get some fresh, clean air filling in, some passing clouds, and then that's the storm that I've been talking about. It's churning in the Gulf of Alaska. It's headed our way. So here comes today's system. Again, see all that rain well up to the north. Here comes the cloud cover for tomorrow, but you're not really seeing any rain for Kern County. Just a little bit of a breeze to help that bad air quality. Sunday, some of the clouds are stuck and then more clouds come in. And then there's our storm starting in northern to central California early Monday. I think by the time it gets to us, it's after lunchtime, heading into late Monday and more so Tuesday. With that, it's a really exciting chance of rain. So we're going to clear out that haze from today. That very slight chance of showers tomorrow that I mentioned, more so for our mountains. Here's the rain Monday into Tuesday. The coolest air comes in behind the system on Wednesday. And then you see heading into next weekend, we are stable once again. So that will likely take us to the hazy 70s by Sunday. For the Kern River Valley, 60s for you. There's that chance of showers tomorrow. Really good rain for you in the mountains Monday and Tuesday. And you heard me say rain, not snow, because as you look at Tehachapi and Fraser Park, highs are in the 50s, lows are in the 30s, but we have to get the coldest air and the rain at the same time to get the snow. We'll wait and see if we can get some Tuesday morning.
Rain is still good.
All I heard was
rain.
We need
that. We need that.
We'll
good
wait
air.
and see the snow level when we get closer.
All right, thanks so much, Elena. And ladies, guess what? It's time for a burrito battle.
All right.
We'll find out which restaurant has the best burrito in Bakersfield on this week's At the Table. It's 11:15. Stick with us on 23 ABC. Welcome back, and as we know, Bakersfield loves their Mexican food, and everyone seems to love their competitions too. And I've done a couple of battles now, so for this week's At the Table, I decided to put the top burrito places head to head to see who won this week's At the Table Battle Edition. Welcome back to At the Table. I'm your host, Jada Montemorano. To start off 2018, I decided to do a Bakersfield burrito battle. I took your recommendations to pick the top 3 restaurants here in Bakersfield to battle it out. So let's see which burrito took the top spot.
Let the burrito battle begin. I've done many taco battles, but this time it was the burritos' turn. I took recommendations from you and I went to the top 3 spots that were mentioned. I decided to keep all the burritos consistent and order a carne asada one at each place, keeping it simple with rice, beans, onion, tomato, and whatever sauce at each spot is the most popular. I checked out El Amigazo at 6433 Brundage Lane. Traditionally a butcher and market, they also sell different Mexican options to eat, including the burrito. This one went for $7.69.
I also went to Ben Paca at 100 Oswell Street. This is a Chipotle-style restaurant where you can choose each item that goes into your burrito. I chose all the traditional fillings to keep it consistent. This burrito is $6.99 and was fairly large in size. The third spot I went to was Dos Tacos, located at 3621 California Avenue. There are different options of burritos to choose from, but I picked the traditional one. This for $7.49. I just want to start off by saying that these 3 burritos were amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed all of them. I actually had to sit on the side for 15 minutes and break down each one just to find a winner, because you cannot go wrong with any of these. That being said, I did have to try to find a winner, so here are my rankings. Dos Tacos coming in 3rd place. A solid meat, but it was just a little bit smaller and just a tad less flavorful than the other 2 options. And in 2nd place comes El Amigazo. Right off the bat, you taste that smoky flavor of the meat. That was actually different than the other 2 burritos. It had this great char. The downside for this, which put it at number 2 for me, was it was a little too spicy that it kind of took away from the other flavors of the burrito. So if you love spicy burritos, then this is the one for you. And the winner of the first ever burrito battle goes to Ben Paca. It was just overall a well-rounded burrito. It was also much juicier than the other 2 and didn't have any special extra sauces in there. And if you noticed, it's much bigger than the other 2, which when you're splitting hairs here is a factor going into why it was the winner. But again, like I said, cannot go wrong with any 3 of these options. I also want to thank all 3 restaurants for participating in our burrito battle. You guys are great sports and make this so much fun. And plus, your burritos are absolutely amazing. So everyone should check out each and one of these restaurants for their tasty burritos. And if you want to be featured on an episode of At the Table, make sure you send a message to our Facebook page. Thanks for watching At the Table Show Burrito Battle. And as I said, please let us know if you have a new restaurant in town or have an exciting item we should try. We're always looking for new and fun things. Again, you can check that episode out on our Facebook At the Table Show. And now we'll head to some Friday food finds. I brought this up earlier this week, but just had to say it again to end the week. In-N-Out's first new menu item in years, their hot cocoa. You can get an 8-ounce cup for $1.60 in stores. It should be everywhere and should be on their menu forever, so you can go check that out. And sticking with the chocolate drink theme, Starbucks has their new 3 molten chocolate drinks that have come out. They have a molten chocolate latte, frappuccino, and hot chocolate. They're saying this is all for Valentine's Day, so they're out now. You could try those chocolatey drinks. And lastly, Wiener Schnitzel trying to copy Burger King, I think, here with their cereal shake. So if you go on their Facebook page, they have a coupon. They're $2.99. Cocoa Krispies, Trix, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You could try those cereal shakes in stores now through April. And those are your Friday food finds.
And we have a health alert for you this morning. You may want to rethink eating romaine lettuce, at least that is for now. Almost 60 people have fallen ill from a dangerous strain of E. coli that may be linked to romaine lettuce. California is among 13 states that have reported infections. At least 5 people have been hospitalized around the U.S. and 1 person has died. The CDC is not 100% certain the outbreak is from the lettuce, but out of precaution, they and the FDA are investigating. And still to come, we'll have one last look at your weekend weather.
All right, so here's a last look at our weather, and we're pretty hazy today with those upper 60s. Huge dip tomorrow with fresh, clean air. Only a slight chance of showers, though. Then Monday into Tuesday, that's a good soaking storm. We see how cool we are Wednesday, and then recovering the rest of the week.
Rain! All right,
Love it.
Thanks so much for watching, and of course, stick with us for 23 ABC News at 5.
Have a good day.